Hi, and welcome to our next episode. That is episode 16 at Maono Africa YouTube channel. And also, we haven't been talking for a long time. It's a new year, so happy new year to everyone. I'm glad to be here, and I thank everyone that has been walking the journey with us. My name is Milo Duanjiro. And also, before we continue, we have this habit of following our socials. That is Maono Africa Center for Transformation on our Facebook page, Maono Africa, on our YouTube channel, on our Instagram, on our X app, currently the X app. So kindly go follow us, and also do not forget to go to our TikTok, follow for the dance moves. I know that you get to learn the moves that you know how to do. So today I want us to talk about a very serious thing that is happening, the femicide in the country. Lakini nataka kwanza ni introduce our guests, you get to know who are in the house today. On my left and my right. He goes first.
Good afternoon. My name is Christopher, working with USAID for Jamii, and I'm here for the hot topic today about femicide. Glad to be here today.
You're welcome.
Niaje wadau. Naitwa Max, mimi ni youth advocate championing for SRHR rights among youths and adolescents. Yeah, na niko hapa kuongelelea historia yenye imekuwa kitrend sana.
So he is like, it has been trending.
Bana.
So what are the causes of the thing that is happening, the femicide thing? What do you think are the causes? Nataka tuongee, like, it should be more like a conversation. Is where I'm posing questions here and there.
If I go Nazenda faster, first of all, before we really get to the points of what causes femicide, we really need to understand femicide ni nini in the first place. Unaona, juu femicide unaweza kumeka hapo juu unashangaa ni lugha gani. So femicide, ukiangalia kwa dictionary wale wenye wanapenda kizungu, it is the systematic killing of women either through stabbing, shooting, in other words ni kuua madem because of their gender. Na femicide ina come from a deep root ya misogyny. Misogyny ni jina lingine kubwa, lakini usishtuke nayo, inamaanisha tu the hate of women. Kuna wase wenye tu wanaonanga tu madem amejam tu, wanawachukia tu with no reason. So ndio inaitwa misogyny. So hiyo ndio femicide, na venye mmekuwa mkisikia hii wiki kumekuwa na 3 cases, ndio. Kuna 3 women zenye ziko kwa limelight yenye wamekuwa murdered. 2 ni kwa BNBs na moja alipatikana kwa road akiwa ametupwa na alikuwa naked. The second case was pretty appalling because she was chopped into pieces and then kwa karatasi za black ni kata juu, na ni binadamu. So ni kitu nafaa kustop na ni kitu mbaya sana. So
I like the fact that you said ni tatu so far. Hizo ndo zenye zina trend.
Hizo ndo tunajua.
Yesterday I was watching a certain clip. Someone sent that clip. Or they don't spicy film. And they're saying kutoka January 1 to January 17, that is yesterday, ni 9. According to the statistics that zinapeanwa pale. So ndo tufiki hapo hizo 9. Hizi ni cause gani zinafanya hizi cases ziko rampant?
Okay, before I go to the cause, I want to add on my friend's point kwamba femicide also it can be executed by an intimate partner or even a family member. That can be a father, mother, a brother, sister. Yeah. So causes can be amongst them discrimination, presence of cultural norms. Maybe you will find in that specific culture, example, FGM. Female, a lot of girls, a lot of women die because of the very FGM, which is known as the culture norm in a specific tribe. Or and another thing is, I can say, is poverty. For example, a lady or a girl can attach themselves to a person, maybe because of their background situations, and maybe this person takes advantage of her, and maybe to hide evidence. I can relate to many cases whereby girls are engaging with big fish in town, and these big people, when they want to hide their secrets, they execute by killing the very girls so that they can hold back the information. So if my friends has something else.
Before he adds, I liked the point that you said, poverty. So poverty can be the main reason that is pushing us as women to the extent of getting ourselves into some situations and then later we get killed.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe if I want to highlight or dive deeper into his point of poverty, you see, let me take the current case scenario that is current right now.
Yes.
The two women that have been murdered this week, this and the prior week, were mostly found in BNBs. Now speculation is that they went to, give sexual services to the perpetrators who killed them. So diving back into the point of poverty, I don't think anyone has the withal ya kwenda kujipatiana tu auze mwili yake hivyo kama hajasukumwa na tough economic conditions. Na venye tunajua saijo Ruto anafanya ile kitu, so unafinywa proper, unaona. So ukifinywa proper pia mademo anatafuta wasi wa kuwafinya, unaona. Na wakienda kufinywa hapo unapata manze vitu zinaenda vibaya. So pia poverty ina drive sana hii kitu. Because unaona pia poverty unaweza link na education. Niko sure if you get an educated person coming from not an impoverished background that much, there are some very basic things that zenye anaweza fanya to ensure her safety. But if you come from a poverty background, chances are most of the times you are not that much educated. So taking safety precautions ni kitu tu unaweka tu kwa bag, unasahau. So chances zako za kugenya, za kudedi ni most as compared to ule mse mwenye ako educated na ako well informed na hizi vitu. Alafu pia kwa zingine pia ni bado pia hapo kwa education na misinformation, we still have, na bado amesema traditional norms nikiongezea. There are some cultures that believe that in ritualism. Ritualism ni nini? Ritualism na context ya yenye unaweza rada ama unaweza elewa vizuri ni uchawi in general. Kenya tunaitaga uchawi. So kuna wasi wana believe in human sacrifices. So the moment alafu hizi sacrifices maybe unaweza tenda kusikia ni very specific kind of people. Kama venye unaweza enda kwa mchawi usikie niletee kuku ya black yenye ina manyoya kwa haga, unaona. Uambiwe hiyo kitu sasa ndio tunadai, unaona. So uende hapo ipeleke. So kuna wasi wanaambiwa wewe tafuta virgin, kill her. All right? Rape her first, then kill her. There's some people who believe that nilikuwa nasoma article juzi, walikuwa nasema hiyo the sheets after you've had sex with a virgin, you can take that sheet and uipeleke mchawi, and then mchawi atafanya mambo yake, and then after that utatajirika. So unaona hizi vitu zote zina interlink. Kuna poverty, cultural norms na na misogyny. It's a triangle because msemoni anaenda kwa mchawi, ameenda kwa mchawi kwa nini? Juu anadai do, si ndio? Leading to the death of this woman. Na mwanamke ameletwa hapa na nini juu ya do. So hizo ndo tunaweza sema maybe ni causes za hizo stuff. Na nikimalizia case in point, the murder that happened, yeye ule dem mwenye alipatikana in 2 pieces of bags, it was not a normal murder. We can't compare that murder with ile ya Wahoo. Maybe we can say kulikuwa na some altercations that resulted in the death of these fellas. Wahoo. All right. But this one seems ritualistic because how do you kill a person and then una take time yako? You must be very much inhumane. Unachukua time yako kukata mkono, useparate, ukate mguu, separate. so on your stuff. Yeah.
It's also, I will talk of presence of culture violence. You find that, have you ever gotten a girl who tells you, in my culture, when I'm not slapped, then I'm not married to you. So there are people who believe that violence is one of the key to, and of course, when you bring such a context in a marriage or in a situation, of course, what will it end up to? Murder. And also impunity. Impunity in this case, example, I date a girl and then never tells me about her personal life. And then I find out after 2 years that this girl has maybe 2 children. Okay? I become violent, and what happened next? We know what happened next. Or some cultures whereby you find that they honor virginity so much, so that when you maybe go and mess out, you're not part of that family. In fact, you're chased, and if you're found around, you're killed. So such things lead to femicide, like causes.
And then, so why now? Why now? Why the rise? It's 1 month. Hata tujamaliza January. It has been here. Maybe today in the evening we'll be having more killings. Like, why now?
Kuna wase walikuwa wanasema 2024 doesn't look like a serious year because Valentine iko Wednesday, but ukiangalia jo hii mwaka it's been a rocky start. I mean, we are only 18 days into the year na cases zenye tumekuwa nazo as in every sector it's looking haiko positive hata kidogo. Juu tukijaribu kuangalia in terms of economy mambo ni mbaya, but sasa tukistikia kwa the current issue of femicide, bado things are not that much looking, and I think it goes back to the tough economic times that drive people to do such things that they wouldn't do if they were coming from a stable economic background. And I don't think it's a question of why now. I think it has been happening. It's just that the media ndio ime catch up nayo sahi, unaona. Because niko sure, I don't have the data, but if we look at the data of the number of women that were killed, femicide cases 2023, niko sure ziko. Ni ati tu ni media ime catch up nayo sahi. Things happen, it's just that they are not reported. Juu kama sahi niko sure kuna kesi ya femicide ina happen. Somewhere in the world kuna hiyo kesi ina happen, but media ita catch up nayo, unaona. And then if you notice, ndio wasianze kuongelea story ya femicide, it happened to someone who was coming from a celebrity background. That's why I think it caught fire that much. Sasa after wameona kuna celeb aliuliwa, so and then wakaanza kunotice pia kuna pattern, kuna mwingine ameuliwa, mwingine tena ameuliwa sasa. So it's not a matter of why now. I think the question is, why are we focusing so much on it right now as opposed to the previous years, because it has been happening. Yeah.
So it's something that has been happening in silence, just that we catch up.
Yeah.
On the same, I feel like the world we're living is majorly for celebs. When something happens, my brother said, right now, there's something happening now, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it won't be shown. But whenever something like happens with people who we know, who are famous, it will be on air within seconds. I want to give you a bit of that. In the research of 2022, UN, Africa recorded 20,000 female femicide. 20,000, and it was the highest globally. Asia recorded 18,400. America 7,900, Europe 2,300, and Oceania 200. Why am I giving this data? My brother said last year we believe that there was a lot of cases, but now why are we focusing on the one that we've seen? Why is it so, what do I say, why is it so rampant at the moment? And you told us that according from 1st January to 17th January, there are 9 cases, but what we know so far is 3, isn't it?
Yes.
That's the problem. I will take you back to Corona time. What was happening? Every day there was update of data. There are 3 who are infected, 5, 10, and they're compiling and they're giving a detailed report about. And is Corona still around? It has been maximized or it has been minimized there. So what I'm trying to speculate here is that we have overlooked femicide for a very long period of time. There are a lot of cases happening. We don't have data, and you can't handle something without a lead. Like now we have 3 cases, we have a lead, isn't it? If we could have data, in 2023 we had 10,000 cases in Kenya that have that are related to the femicide. At least it could have raised alarm in the government of Kenya that we need to focus on this issue. We need to implement laws on these issues, isn't it? But now we don't have that data. There's nothing we can do. We'll be just talking around. Give it time. February, mid-February, the cases will be gone. Why? Because we don't keep data. We don't keep the records for these femicide cases. Yes.
Thank you for mentioning the data. I feel like someone somewhere is leading on that, because if we as the government is not able to keep up with the data that it's providing, and also for the organizations that we are working with, where are we going wrong? What kind of information are we passing? As we look at the issue of last year, we had the 16 days of activism, right? It's almost 1 month ago. We were there outside campaigning and making sure that we are passing information. And then January, we're having it's like an outbreak of the cases. So is it that perpetrator information the wrong way? Is it that perpetrator to the wrong people? Or is it that just people ignore the information? Because the campaign was everywhere.
I will not say information was taken to the wrong people. Let me talk about negligence maybe. It's a routine. Like example, Valentine's Day, we know it's 14th Feb. It's a routine. We will promote that time to celebrate Valentine night. When we move on life, Easter inakuja, we will do like it's a routine. 16 days of activism inafanyika, iendelee. What is the impact of the the activism? Sometimes it's not just of giving the information. Sometimes it's not of giving information. Sometimes it's about what impact is that information in the community. So if we know that impact, then we know how we can phrase or how we can frame our communication towards the community. So personally, that's my point.
For me, it's the impact of what you're doing.
Yes.
As organizations of the government.
Yes.
Perhaps, maybe, it's not that you passed the information to the wrong people, or maybe negate point yake kiasi, though pia ina play a very big point in this case, but yeah, negligence. I think negligence goes both ways. In what way? Negligence inago part ya organizations na part ya the recipients of information. Kwa sababu I believe when organizations zimeona sahi kesi inakuwa highlighted kwa media, kuna msemo nyadi ajesikia jina femicide. Niko sure. But hii wiki amesikia kuna kitu inaitwa femicide. Sasa shanga femicide ni nini? Na amejua femicide ni wrong. Na amejua kitu ko punishable by law. Na anajua ni kitu mbaya sana. Kwa nini? Juu imekuwa highlighted kwa media. So maybe Kenya organizations zinaweza jaribu kufanya ni kuchange strategy. Let me bring you back to the 16 days of activism. Yes, it was happening, but I mean coverage ilifikia watu wangapi? Unaona, so hii coverage ya femicide imefika Kenya mzima. Sasa unajua femicide ni nini? So as organizations, Kenya ina happen, the trend is most of the times organizations use social media nowadays sana, but social media iko na limits zake. Traditional media, which is the mainstream media, still plays a very important role in terms of disseminating information. I think 70% information inapasiwa hapo. Ni kwa sua kama youth, hata baba yako alali hivi tu kidogo asinzie hivyo, jaribu kuguza hiyo remote ubadilishe news, utashtukia ameamka na maybe hata alikuwa shaanza kuota. Kuuliza mbona umetoa news? Unaona? Na watu ukiangalia the perpetrators wa hizi cases za femicide, most of them they are older males, unaona. Because hata ukiangalia the case scenarios zao sio wanaanzia 35 plus, unaona. So ni wasiwa hiyo generation. So organizations, what they can do is try, in as much as you're utilizing social media that much, jaribu pia kutumia mainstream media sana, kwa sababu hiyo ndio kitu inaweza disseminate information fiti. Nunua ads kwa local TV stations. Hata news siku hizi zinakuaga ads. So unasikia mtu ameshinda shabiki jackpot, unashangeni news aje. Ati kuna mtu alikula msijui bonus ya 120,000. Sasa hiyo ni news aje. Ni ad but iko kwa news. So when umesema data, mimi raziko najua ati last 2022 kulikuwa na 20,000 cases za femicide in Africa. Sasa kama unaweza allocate a small portion of time to highlight such issues, whether be it GBV, femicide, SRHR kwa mainstream media, it will really go a long way ku put up the information out there na ku sensitize information hapa. So depend na Twitter sana, unaona. Juu pia Twitter saa zingine inakuwa na jokers.
That is not it. So depend na sana, sindio?
Bana, so unaona hadi inaitwa X.
So most of these cases in happen kwa youths. Sindio? What can we do to the youths that we are having? More so to the organizations that ziko na youths. Say that tuongeleshe wa youths. Tunaongea nao my youths, but what extra thing can we do to keep those youths close to us? Ndio wasikuwe wao ndio victims. Sindio? Juni ni wayang, alafu tumeona the perpetrators ni watu wakubwa kuwaliko. No, na tulianza na ile, we highlighted something about poverty. So we have the poverty in our skuma pale, but sisi wenyewe, what can we do? Ndio wasiende pale and then we be like, it's another case added on the statistics.
Before I came here, I tried to jargon some. I'm a youth representative Makadara, so I tried to jargon some of the youths. Nitaka kujua, do they understand what femicide is? Trust me, they don't. That's the first thing. Like, hata ikifanyika, ni kama tu GBV. There's a time I was talking about GBV in a place, and people say, kupigwa sini, tunaanza pigwa tu kawaida, like ajui ni kama ni GBV. It is happening to that person, but now haezi like sema hii ni GBV, hii ni mapenzi, unaona? So kuna that confusion between the young people. And what I can say, first ni information. Information, east information, west information, north and south. Kila mahali paliza na kanyaga wapate communication about this femicide thing. Ndio mtu akitembea anajua 1, 2, 3 things, if it happens, ama nikiona ni femicide. So that they can help us even prevent it in the first place. Okay? Maybe akona best yake anapigwa na boyfriend yake, lakini this best yake anachukua like nimesema cultural norms. Kwao maybe ameshika familia yenye ni violent. So kupigwa it's normal. And then maybe best yako anakuja na kuambia, so if you understand femicide, you will empower your friend. So that aone atoke from the cultural norms or the social norms, aone femicide asione something else. So I think that's how we can help our friends. I help a friend to help a friend through that in communication or information that we give. Also, we use the available platforms that are available, Twitter, Facebook. We communicate to them, and also I don't know how poverty can be handled, because that's a driving factor. How it can be handled, maybe my friend can help on that.
Yeah, if we start talking about how poverty can be handled, I think nitaanza kudeviate kiasi, nitakuwa political na sitaki kuingia hiyo area juu nikishaanza kuwa political juu siwezi stop, but just creating an enabling environment for the youths to have something to do. Na nikigo back to point yake, information. Safety starts by education na information. Kuna sababu uwezi enda ukunywe hydrochloric acid kwa sababu ulienda high school ukaambiwa hii ni acid na acid inaweza kuchoma. So that the fact that ukiwa na acid iko hapa utakuwa cautious, utajua hii kitu inaweza niumi, inaweza ni harm. Hata gas kitambo nakumbuka, okay, naweza betray age yangu hapo, but hiyo time yetu kukuwa na magas ni vitu zilikuwa za rich people, ni vitu zimekam. So the common misconception ilikuwa gas inaweza kuwa anytime, unaona. So watu walikuwa wanaogopa gas sana, but ikafika point yenye uptake ya gas ikaanza kukua rampant juu so alikuja ku understand the basic safeties of how to handle of how to operate LPGs, unaona. Na say I think wasi wengi wanatumia because ilianza na education na information. So say tuki educate women, because women are the victims of a femicide, yeah. If we educate them on basic safety precautions. Ukienda BNB, mtu unamjua, mumeongea naye for how long, unaenda kufanya nini naye, at the terms of engagement very clear to you. Kuna mtu mwenye umepata information naenda wapi, anajua mali huko, because lazima uambie arifu yako kuna mali nimeenda in case something happens, iko hivyo. GPS yako iko on, unaona, basic stuff. Na bado pia to educate men, because femicide can also be as a result of GBV. It's an unintended consequence sometimes, because umepiga dem, and then maybe tuseme for example umepiga vibaya akapata head injury. Si amededi as a result of the head injury, but huko anataka kumuua. It's just an unintended consequence of that. So if in as much as we are educating the victims, we are also supposed to educate the perpetrators, telling them that beating women is not okay, hating on women is not okay. And as Tupac said, I wonder why we take from our women. Instead of killing our women, as Tupac says, it is now time to kill for our women. Kill in quotes in terms of protecting them to the point of we can go to that extreme ya kuwa protect, unaona. Kwa sababu sasa tukimada madem sasa si generation yetu simeisha. Si hao ndo wanatupatia the future generations. So why do we hate women? You see? Information, education and education. Not going back to his point of how poverty can be alleviated. It's just basic education. Go learn a skill. Try something new. Your skill inaweza kulipa. Ndio fanya graphic designing. Jua kutumia kamera. Hizo ni vitu basic. Education pia inaweza kusaidia kugain do, unaona. So lazima uende uanze kufanya vitu uncouth hapa nje, ndio una put life yako at risk. Na bado pia lazima examine the cost to reward ratio. Hiyo kitu yenye unafanya, hiyo risk, is it worth the reward of what you're getting?
That's also nilikuwa nataka kusema kuhusu what you're saying about doing something productive, like tuache tu, as in hata Waswahili wanasema bora ya huwa. I'm not mocking anybody. But anything, nobody will give you something for free. no one on earth. Hadi si tunakuwa question kwamba na hizi scam apps, sijui free what, nobody will do something free. They'll always want something in return, and maybe if you become if you reject to give out what this person wants, of course, what do you expect to? And also, I will like what are questions? Ndio ifike mtu unakata mguu unatoa kando, unakata ingine unatoa kando. Of course, kuna something ilikuwa build up. Ndio, ilikuwa build up. Why are we ignorant? Example, mimi nasikia kwa inanidunga like maybe normal. Kesho the same thing. After 1 month naanguka chini. Ni something nimekuwa niki-ignore for a long time, and then it ends up killing me. So ladies, let's be cautious, let's be assertive. Like there are some moves to utaona mwanaume akikuonyesha and you know this is danger. Hata kama pesa yake ni tamu aje, anyaga tu kubwa uenda, because at long last it will be just a case of be a victim of. And ilini pain juzi ndo nasikia ati that girl alikuwa 4th year. So nilikuwa naongea na mama fulani hapo, tulikuwa tunadiscuss that like mama amekuja na medical, anataka kuandikia medical. Na mama nisomesha mtoto kutoka awe mdogo peleka 8 fanya 4 mwanza university, anaenda kumaliza university, and now unaleta report mtoto wako. You feel that pain, eh? So as we do our things outside as youths, let's consider our parents, because anyway, my point is just be cautious, be assertive. Yeah.
Maybe hajasema hivi. Mimi nakuaga mse liberal. So mimi najua hustle ni hustle, unaona. So acha nitetee mademo yako kwa hii shughuli, hiyo design. Hustle ni hustle. I mean, what you decide to do with your body is none of our business, yeah. As long as you don't harm public safety, as long as kuna kitu inaitwa utilitarianism, yeah. That is the mass benefit of people. So as long as au injure the public safety, uko sawa. But pia unafaa kujua safety yako ni paramount, unaona. Na venye amesema kuna kitu cha bure. There's a Japanese saying that says nisiseme na Japanese, inasemanga there's nothing, I mean, the most expensive thing or gift you can receive is a gift that you've been given for free, because at the end of the day your gift lazima unajua kuna ile debt obligation. Yes, umepewa bure. Hadi wewe nikikupatia useme leo ni birthday yako, nikuja nikulete nini, useme nikubaie kiatu kwa mfano, birthday yangu ikifika sitakuwa obligated kunibaia kitu. But sijakwambia unibaie. So unaona nikatu na nini tunalipizana kiplani, unaona. So in other words hakuna kitu ya bure. Na msikiza wa kardinali jua sasa wana disingia wase mbaya, but naweza kuna quote moja, I mean line moja ya Mungu anasemanga kwa Moroto, kama sikuchoti mamiri sto za free ride hakuna. So unafaa kuwa conscious, hakuna kitu ya bure. Hakuna kitu ya bure. Kitu ya bure tutapata huko mbinguni na itakuwa asali na maziwa. So hadi huko tunalipishwa na KCC. So unaona hizo vitu tungoje hadi tufike huko heaven, usiende mbio. Una dedi aje 21 years, uko young sana. Tunafaa kuona hadi wajukuu wako jo. Ndio ndadi mbinguni, hadi God anaweza kufukuza kuuliza umekuja mapema kufanya nini. Unataka kwenda basha alafu unatoka saa 1 usiku na zijashika bado, unaona. Hiyo ni mbaya sana jo.
Thank you kwa kutetea madem. I want Chris to tetea machali sasa, because one of the perpetrators, they are the ones killing us. They're the ones killing the women, you know. Talk to them.
Nipata saying woman. Talk
to them.
Gentlemen, we are okay. Tukiongelea kuhusu GBV, mwanaume wakataje. Tukiongelea kuhusu femicide, mwanaume wakataje. Why don't we, like, mostly you've said that these ladies are killed by older guys. means maybe this person has a family somewhere, or they're responsible for some people somewhere. So, guys, let's man up. Let's be a bit tukuwe na heart, tukuwe na moyo yenye, at least a life where everybody has a life in this earth, everybody has a vision, everybody has a goal. It's not about sex and done. It's there's a lot. Kama utaki msee, mwambie tu na uende. Me, okay, let me give an example of myself. Kiambianga watu hiyo wana ni mock, lakini mimi I will tell you within 2 weeks if you are continuing this relationship or not. If it is toxic, I'll tell you it's toxic. Hakuna haja I take advantage of you and then later nikuumize or something I could avoid. We have a lot of reasons to keep away or keep off relationship that hazitufai sisi wenyewe. Yeah. And about money, kama unajisikia uko na do sana, si wajili tu mtu. Mbona take advantage and then pia ukose kumpa hiyo do, unahidi, and then make it worse, you kill this person. Kitu iliniumiza zaidi, sijui kama nitakuwa naingia political, lakini kitu iliniumiza zaidi ni ile ya Sharon Obama. Hiyo ili hit different. Somebody in the government taking such an act, it was a shame. The government should protect the people, but
it's eating them. It's eating them.
It's lowering on them. It's itching them. So let's just niongee Kiswahili, tukue wangwana kidogo. Na mambo na mahusiano, tukue wangwana and all will be well.
I love it. Then you told me wrap up the session.
I can add something.
Yes.
Maybe prevention measures, early intervention, and risk assessment. It's key. Earlier on, nimesema kuhusu comprehensive data, but now we want to know the vulnerability. Who are the vulnerable relations? Yes, we are talking about female. Who are these? Are they young girls, adolescent? Are they youths? 24. We need to identify that so that we can do a risk assessment to them and know how we can do mitigation, like coming up with suggestion or coming up with strategies on how we can combat this from happening. So we need to have a really detailed and compiled data about femicide happening around. Not only itoke like ni celeb ndo inaweka on air, unaona, tujue all this na zikuwe updated maybe in social media, in platforms, so that everyone should be aware like this is something that needs to be considered. And also as we engage with the youths, tunafanyanga like, okay, in my own facility we do other forms like to assess GBV, to assess kama uko depressed. We need to come up with an assessment, a risk assessment on young people. Like we need to understand them before chat. Maybe some people they fear talking, but through that risk assessment they can come out and speak, and of course we will have help.
Kuna kwa na rule moja ya boxing, kwa meka gloves hivi mnaambiangwa na referee. The first rule in boxing is always protect yourself at all times. The second point I want to say is do is kufanya vitu zingine, unaona, have some level of self restraint. And then ya mwisho kabisa, mapenzi si ya kila mtu. Kama penzi imekushinda ndio kuwe father, jua huwezi kuwa father, unaona, hiyo design.
No. Tumalize hii session because also I feel like we should have another one.
Sure.
The information is there, right?
Yeah.
Tutapanga ingine. Thank you for watching, and the feedback was Great. The conversation was awesome. So hii information tukipeana tumekisha tunashare so that everyone anapata whatever we are talking about. Because it's so sad, we are talking and then kesho when you wake up, something has happened.
Yeah.
And then we come back here, we continue talking. So it's where the information inaingia hapa, alafu inatokea the other side of the ear. It has been great and wonderful. I've been your host, Milo Wanjiru. Till next time, kwa heri.